Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Katelyn. I haven't posted on this channel in a very long time. I haven't posted since like senior year of high school, which was 5 years ago at this point. And I will do a video kind of talking about everything and like why I stopped doing YouTube and why I'm like trying it out again and all that fun stuff. I figured I would do that in kind of like a get ready with me, kind of like talk through video, kind of like get ready with me and like update type thing. But today I wanted to focus on trying some new products. They're new to me at least, they've been out for a while, but I recently put an order in with e.l.f. and I got my package the other day and I ordered some fun stuff and I wanted to try everything out on camera. So with that being said, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I would certainly appreciate it. So let's get started. So first I'm going to start with my e.l.f. Plus Glow Radiant Moisturizer with SPF 15. I bought this like a month or so ago almost, and I've used it quite a bit and I love it. But it does give a really pretty glow to the skin. So I just get like a pea-sized amount. I only use like a pump and I just put it all over my skin and blend it in with my fingers, and you're gonna be able to tell like right away that it just gives a really pretty glow to the skin. So I start with that. As you can see, hopefully you can see, it gives a really nice glow to the skin. And then I'm actually going to try something different today. So going along with the whole like glowy type of thing, I have dry skin, so I like my skin to look very dewy and glowy and all that kind of fun stuff. So I also have the e.l.f. Plus Glow Dewy Mist. Just shaking it up to mix everything together, and we're just gonna hold it pretty far away from my face and spray. It doesn't have the best sprayer in the world, but you know, it works. We're gonna let that sink into the skin, and then I'm even going to take a makeup sponge. I'm actually going to take my e.l.f. one that I got, and I'm just going to press that into the skin now. So I'll show you guys exactly like what I ordered. I'm excited. So I ordered the, if I can get it, the Poreless Putty Primer that everyone's been talking about. I ordered the Flawless Finish Foundation. I got it in Pearl. And then I also got the 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I got it in Fair Warm because I don't mind my concealer being a little more on the warmer side, even though it looks like super just like white in the packaging, but we'll see. And then I ordered some brushes as well. I ordered a contouring brush because I thought this was really cool. I also ordered an eyeshadow C brush just to have another like shading brush. And then I also ordered this detail crease brush, which I thought was really cool. It's like a teeny tiny little crease brush. And I also got the No Budge retractable liner in coffee because I've really been liking, when doing my makeup, making it look like a little more natural and doing a brown liner instead of a black. So I don't really have a really great brown eyeliner in my collection right now, so I figured I would try this as well. And then when you order from e.l.f., I'm sure most of you know this, if you order $25 worth of product, they give you a free gift along with free shipping. And they sent me this Matte for Matte eyeshadow palette. The only disappointing part is that I already have this one in these shades, so I don't really have anyone to give it to, so I guess I'll just keep it. I'll start with the Poreless Putty Primer. I know so many people have talked about this and have said that it's a dupe for the Tatcha one. I have never tried the Tatcha one. I don't have that kind of money to spend on a makeup primer. But I wanted to try this one just to see how it works with my skin type and how it'll sit on my skin and make my makeup look, because we're just going to open this up and that's what it looks like. It's nice and pink, and ooh, I like the feeling of it. All right, so just sticking our finger in there. I think I'm gonna start with like that much, I guess, and just kind of pressing it, ooh, it's pigmented, into where I kind of not even so much have the most pores, because I don't really feel like I have very big pores, but just kind of like pressing it into where I like crease the most with my foundation. We'll see if this helps at all. So we're just gonna press this into the skin and kind of massage it all over, get it into my smile lines, because that is honestly like where I start to crease first. Is now that that is pressed into my skin, I'm going to try the foundation. I don't know if this is gonna be my skin tone, but we shall see. I have never used an e.l.f. foundation before, because when they first, like, you know, started as a company and they didn't have that many products, they never had shades that matched me. So we're just going to pump some of this out. Oh, actually, that might match me. So I just like to kind of move that all around on my hand and then dot it on my face. Ooh, this might actually work for me. Obviously on camera with the light from my mirror, it looks a little lighter, but not awful. So I'm just bouncing that into the skin. This is like perfect color for me. Honestly, might even be too light, which I'm not mad about. I'd rather have it be too light than too dark. I can warm it up with blush and bronzer. But I am loving the finish of this foundation. I feel like it looks very nice. Not getting a lot of coverage though, so I might go in with a brush and just kind of try to add a little bit of coverage. I am, however, going to go in with my Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'm just going to try to build this up just a little bit. I don't like full coverage foundations. I like my foundations to look a little more natural, but I do want to get just a little more coverage, and you can get more coverage with a brush, so that's what I'm going to try now. I can work with that. Like I said, I don't like a super full coverage foundation with my dry skin. They just, you know, don't really sit well anyway on my skin. I feel like they don't look like they're melting into my skin. It feels like they're just kind of like sitting on top. But this is super nice, super natural. We're going to move on to concealer. So I am loving this foundation. Honestly, this will probably be like my new everyday foundation just because of how natural it's looking right now. So yeah, now we're going to move into the concealer. I have heard mixed reviews about this concealer. I know that people say it's supposed to be a dupe for the Shape Tape and stuff, but I have heard some people say that it is a little like too heavy and that it can crease. So we shall see if that happens. Like I said, I got the shade Fair Warm. So as I'm sure most of you know, it has this gigantic doe foot applicator. And we're just going to, oh, that's not too bad. It is creasing a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is creasing into my lines, but it's nothing that you know, powder won't fix. This is what we're working with so far, looking like Casper the Ghost, but once I have the rest of my makeup on, it'll look, you know, 100 times better. I use two different powders. So I use the Coty Airspun underneath my eyes. So I just put it in the lid, just a little bit, and then I take my Morphe, what is this? M536. This is the like under eye setting brush. It's like pointed brush. And I just put some powder on there, tap off the excess, and then just really press it into my under eyes to really set that concealer, especially with this one because it's like already creasing. So now that we're done with the Coty Airspun, I just take the Rimmel Stay Matte mattifying loose powder. Take this Real Techniques brush. My brushes are dirty. Sorry, not sorry. This is the 300. I got this at Marshall's, probably because they don't sell this like glitter collection anymore. But I love this brush. It's perfect for powder. And same thing, just tap off the excess, and then I'm just going to sweep this on my skin, and then same thing, not too much because this powder does flashback in flash photography, but obviously I'm not doing any flash photography today, so don't really have to worry about it. I guess bronzer, which I never usually do, but I do want to try this contouring brush. I don't even remember how much this was. It was probably like $4. All right, so this is what it looks like. It's a very like flat topped square brush, and it's very dense to be, but I am going to use my Shade and Light palette. But first I'm going to go in with my Hoola bronzer. I'm actually just going to use this Eco Tools by Alicia Silverstone. This is so old. I remember getting this from a little kit in Ulta. My powder brush and kind of just blend this all out a little bit. We're going to take the e.l.f. contouring brush, and we're going to use this shade right here. It's a nice cool toned bronzer, so we're just going to tap into this. I don't want to put too much because I don't know what I'm doing. All right, and I'm going to suck in my cheeks. I feel like with my skin, it's kind of all just like clinging. It's not really like blending. As you can see, I'm trying to swipe like up and down so it blends a little bit more. Right now I'm just going to kind of blend that all, make it look a little bit softer. We're going to go in with some blush, our Amazonian 12-Hour Clay Blush in First Class. Absolutely love this blush. It is a super pretty pink. It's not like bright pink, but I just take this little Michael Moran brush. I've had this brush forever. This was my mom's. It's so old. And just put it on my cheeks. And we're going to move on to highlight. So today I'm gonna go back to this guy. This is my Milani highlighter in Strobe Light. I absolutely love this highlighting brush. Where are you? Here we go. This is the Morphe R36. It's a highlighting brush. Just take some of that highlight on there and get those cheekbones. And this highlighter is so pigmented, but you can also like build it up and it doesn't look like ridiculous. So just put that on the cheekbones. Blend it into the temples a little bit so you don't have just like a line. And then I go down my nose and right on my Cupid's bow. Now, we are done with the face makeup. So now we're going to move on to eyes. So I'm just going to clean up a little bit and I'll be right back. So now we're going to move into eyes. So like I said, I already have the same palette. This is the new one, this is my old one. I'm just gonna go into the old one. And I am going to just kind of like mix some shades from some other palettes. Now we're going to go in with this palette. I love this palette. I love the e.l.f. these little Mad for Matte ones. I was really hoping that I was gonna get more of like a colorful one because I have been wanting to play with some color recently, but oh no! Well, it's a good thing I got a new one because I just dug my finger into that and got it all over my pants, so BRB. We're back. So, now that I dug my nail into there, it's a good thing I got a new one. Anyways, so we are going to take, I am going to use obviously the brushes that I got, but I am just going to use some brushes that I already have, of course. So I'm just going to take, not that one, we're going to take this. We're going to take this Soho like blending brush and I'm just going to take this color right here. It's kind of like a pinky type color, kind of like a peach. And I'm just going to use this to go all over my eyes as like a base. And actually with that same brush, we're going to take the shade next to that peachy one. We're going to do this like light brown and we're going to use that as our transition shade. So now with the Morphe brush, we're going to take that more medium toned brown and focus that more in the crease. Using this e.l.f. fluffy eye blender brush. This is my favorite blending brush. It is so soft and it really just blends everything together so nicely and so effortlessly. This is my all-time favorite blending brush. And now we're going to open up the detailed crease brush. Okay, just looks like that, super tiny but still fluffy. And we're going to take this more chocolatey brown right here and we're going to pop that in the very outer corner and then a little bit into the crease. Take that blending brush and just get that blended out, just so it all looks cohesive. And while I have this brush out, I'm going to mix. I'm going to mix that super dark one with that more like rusty brown and blend that onto my lower lash line. That laid down. Oh, I have to highlight. I do like to use more of a matte shadow for my highlight. So we're gonna take this Morphe brush actually. It's just like a flat shader. It's an R39. And we're going to take these two shades at the end. So we have a more pinky and a more like peachy tone. And we're going to put those on our brow bone. Who knows, I might add some shimmer after, but I just always liked more of a matte highlight for my brow bone because I just feel like it looks more natural. We're going to take, this palette is so old. I got this for Christmas one year in like a gift set, but this is a Lorac palette. It's called Satisfying Toffee Crunch. This was in like a gift set a long time ago, but these are all like shimmery shades. I'm gonna take that one and I'm actually going to wet the brush. This is something I never do actually, but I want to try it. So we're gonna take the C brush. We're gonna take some of the Urban Decay B6 complexion spray. So we're just gonna shake that up and we're going to press into that eyeshadow. Okay, tap off the excess because these are kind of powdery. And we're just going to spray the brush and put this on our eyelid. Now we're going to go in with eyeliner. So I'm not going to use the e.l.f. eyeliner yet because I want to use that for my waterline. So for my top eyeliner, I like to use the Maybelline Master Precise liquid eyeliner. I love the tip on this eyeliner. It's alright. So I got my eyes lined. I don't do winged eyeliner. I need to practice that. I'm not very good at it. But now we're going to move on to mascara. So I don't curl my lashes. My eyelashes honestly have a pretty natural curl themselves, and I used to curl them back in like high school, and I always noticed that I just felt like I never really did anything, so I don't curl them anymore. So I have been using the Bad Gal Bang by Benefit. I've just been using this. So I just coat my lashes, and I have been playing around with fake eyelashes a little bit. I'm not great at them. So we got our mascara. And now, eyeliner. So we're gonna use this brown one. This is the No Budge Retractable Liner in Coffee. It says smudge proof, retractable, creamy pigmented with ultimate staying power. So we'll see. Like I said, I didn't have a really good brown liner. So we'll see. This is what this looks like. Let's do a little swatch. Ooh, it's a nice pretty dark brown. I like that. I'm just gonna pop that on my waterline. So you can kind of see it. I like it. I like it because it's not black. So it's giving me the liner that I like on my waterline, but not making my eyes look super closed up like black liner does. So I am enjoying that. Next we're gonna do inner corner highlight. So I'm actually just going to use my highlighter because why not? And let's just use this. This is one of the e.l.f. little cheap angle brushes for literally $1. It's called Defining Eye Brush. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like a crease brush. I've had this brush forever. It's so gross. But I like to use these for my inner corner. So we're just going to tap into my highlight. Pop that in my inner corner. Gotta do brows. So for my brows, I used to use 3 different products. Now I've only been using 2. I like to go in first with my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer just to carve out my brows and line them. The Gimme Brow in shade 3. I use this to fill in and set my brows just because it makes your brows look way more natural. I'll explain what I do a little bit now. So I start with the bottom and I don't go all the way in because I don't want to be able to see that line. I just start about right there and just trace my brow. Then I do the same thing on top and just kind of trace my brow. I just take the spoolie side and just kind of blend upwards and just blend a little bit of that pencil into my brow. Now I go in with the Gimme Brow and I just wipe off the excess because there's always just like a little too much on the very tip. And I start kind of at the front of my brows and just kind of like feather out. And that's my brows. And then I'm not going to set my face today because I'm really liking how my face is looking without being set. But I am just going to pop on a lip color. This is the Urban Decay Vice, what is it called? Liquid lipstick, waterproof, long-lasting liquid lipstick in Back Talk. It's just a really pretty kind of like mauve color. I think it's coming off a little bit darker on camera. Add a little bit of color to this look. So that is the completed look. So my thoughts on my like first impressions. The primer, we'll start off with the primer. Loving the primer. I love the like feel of it. I love how it blends out. I thought it was gonna be a lot tougher, but it's actually very like soft, and I like how it blends out. It doesn't like tug on your skin at all, which I really like. The foundation I am obsessed with. I am so proud of myself for picking out the right color without actually being able to see this in person. I will say the color looks a little bit darker on the outside of the bottle than it actually does when you pump it out like onto your hand or into a palette or however you like to do that. So I'm really liking this. So far it's been on for probably about an hour since I started this video, and it still looks really good, so I like that. What else? The eyeshadow palette I told you guys I already liked it. The contouring brush I'm going to have to try out a little bit more. I'm going to have to practice my contouring a little bit more, but I don't think my contour looks terrible. For me, it works. In the mirror, it doesn't really look, you know, patchy or anything. Everything looks blended, so I'm certainly not mad about it. The eyeshadow brushes, this one, and then this little like detail crease brush. Really like the shadow brush, super soft, packed on the color really well. I can't say for sure, you know, with at least the lid color that I used, that it gave like as much punch as it could, but I just don't think like this was, you know, like super like pigmented. The detail little crease brush, I like it. I have to try it out more with like different colors. But I really did like it for my lower lash line. So even if I don't use it as like a detailed crease brush, I will certainly use this for my lower lash line, because like I said, it deposited the color on my lash line without making it look super harsh and me having to go back in and like blend it with like my finger or like another brush or something. So I really like that. The concealer. I really like the concealer. I like the color. The color looks really nice with my skin tone. Now that everything is blended together, I definitely have more color to my face with everything, so it's not like super duper light Casper-y looking. I will say it does crease just a little bit. You know, you can control that a little bit more with just using a little bit less concealer, but it is like super thick. I've never tried the Shape Tape concealer, but I imagine since everyone says this is like a dupe for it, it's probably like the same thing. For $5, if you're looking for a really good like covering concealer, even to like spot conceal, because it does say that you can use this to spot conceal, this is definitely a really good one. It definitely gives you that full coverage that, you know, most people are looking for. And now that I have my powder on, it's not creasing underneath my eyes anymore, so that's awesome. So yeah, I think that was all of my products. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for looking in the viewfinder probably a little too much. And yeah, let me know like what other videos you guys want to see down below. Like I said, I have a couple of ideas already. I do want to do a sit down, like talk through, get ready with me, just kind of updating you guys on my life since the last time I posted a YouTube video, and you know, what's gone on since then and where I am now and all that kind of stuff. And I also, like I mentioned too, want to do a skincare like story, like my skin and all that kind of stuff, and my Accutane journey, because that was definitely a journey and a half. I probably didn't have the same experience as some people do, so I do want to do that. And yeah, just let me know like what other videos you guys want to see down below, and subscribe. I would love that if you guys would subscribe. And yeah, that's it for this video. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.